So I'm sitting here with the founder of Able Gamers Foundation, Mark Barley, and he's kind enough to have us into the, what do they call it, the Diversity Lounge?
Hub.
Diversity Hub, okay. So this is actually really cool area. There's beanbag chairs, all kinds of cool stuff. So as the founder, I think what Able Gamers is doing is just fantastic. Tell us a little bit about how it started, maybe what your involvement was in that, and just a little bit more information about the company.
Sure, I'm sure that anyone who knows anything about Able Gamers has heard this story a lot. The Able Gamers Foundation was founded when my best friend from the 6th grade and I, we played video games together. We had all through high school, and then when we went off to college and through the military, we continued to play games. And in 2004, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And around 2008, we were supposed to be logging in to play, and she didn't log in. So I called, just like what any good friend would do, be like, hey, it's 7 o'clock, we got to grind through some monsters. And I heard her crying in the background, and I kind of panicked, and I said to her husband, what's going on? And what had happened is multiple sclerosis decided that day that her hand wasn't going to work. And so she decided she wasn't going to game. And I said, wait, no, that's not acceptable. And kind of was just really kind of freaked out and started looking for information for her because, the idea was, I never really thought about gaming with disabilities, which is interesting because I myself have a disability, but my disability doesn't affect my gaming. I'm a disabled veteran, and I had some damage in my spine that affects my lower extremities. And I started looking online for stuff for Stephanie, and I'm like not really finding anything that was of value to us. And so I said, well, I'm a technologist, and this is something that, I have my own disability. I'm just going to go ahead and create something. So I kind of just created the Able the two of us, she and I, created the Able Gamers Foundation because the idea was if disabilities was affecting gaming in our family, there might be other people that were also affected.
And there are 33 million or something like that?
It's probably even more than that. No one's ever actually counted gamers with disabilities. We know what the general population of disabilities are, so 1 in 5 people in the United States have a disability of some sort. And we know what our gaming population looks like. So it's fair to say that probably 1 in 5 gamers probably have a disability as well.
Now, last year we talked to Steve, who's the editor-in-chief, correct?
Yeah, he's actually now the chief operating officer. We're growing ever larger, and I've not been able to do all the stuff that I used to do, and Steve's taken on that mantle of kind of running the day-to-day operations of our websites and getting our partner stuff, and I'm off doing more executive directory things. I'm closing the big deals that Steve has set up for me.
Which is very impressive because his disability is pretty severe, and he's not, he doesn't hide it at all. He can't hide it, right? But he's not ashamed of it. But it doesn't stop him from doing anything that anybody else would do.
I think Steve is really a testament to you can do anything, and I really think Steve is a testament of what technology allows because Steve is very reliant on technology, but technology allows him to equalize himself with just any able-bodied person. So he's kicking off emails, and I think I'll tell you a real funny story. About maybe a week ago, Steve, because we were getting prepped for PAX, obviously, Steve's like, I've been doing email and on the phone for like 12 hours. I'm exhausted. And I'm like, yeah, welcome to literally what every job is now. So like technology, it's just, his disability really doesn't matter. He's doing everything that we're doing, and he's like knocking balls out of the park constantly.
Now, last year you guys were talking about raising money for a van, like a mobile gaming unit. Now, I think that happened, did it not?
No.
It didn't happen, okay.
No.
So what is the plan now as far as what Able Gamers is looking towards for the next maybe year or so?
Well, we have actually grown big enough that we think we can kick the van off. So what we're going to do is, so the idea of this van is we don't just want a van. We have all of this gaming equipment that you see here, and we have all of this learned knowledge and stuff like that. And our idea is really to take and create a mobile lab so that we can go to the veterans hospitals and the children's hospitals and the nursing homes where people with disabilities are and show them how to game with the equipment. So they don't have to come to us, we can go to them. So in 2 weeks, we're kicking off this thing called Driving Home Accessibility, and it's going to be a group-based, team-based fundraising event where teams can get together and create and do different events on their own to raise money to help bring this mobile laboratory to life. It's going to be Driving Home Accessibility, and while it's not live right now, we've still got 2 weeks before we can. You're going to find it at ablegamers.com/drive. And that's going to let you create your own team, set your own goals, and then use your social network to raise money.
Well, Mark, thank you so much. We're huge supporters of Able Gamers. We love what you guys are doing. We think it's awesome. It's a huge positive impact on the community and the world, and you guys are getting bigger and you're doing some great things. So thank you very much for what you do.
Thank you very much for having me. Bye, everybody.